Many people think enlightenment is something very far away. They imagine it belongs only to monks in temples or to special people with deep wisdom. But this is not true. Enlightenment is not a prize for the perfect. It is not something only found in books or ancient stories. Enlightenment means to see things as they really are. It is a clear way of being, without confusion. It is not always bright or magical. Often, it is simple and quiet. It is like looking at the sky after the clouds have passed. The sky was always there. We just could not see it clearly before. In daily life, we often live with many layers covering our mind. Worry, anger, old habits. They act like clouds. We react without seeing. We follow the same patterns again and again. But sometimes, there is a small shift, a moment when we stop, and something becomes clear. That is already a taste of enlightenment. You do not need to change your life completely to come closer to this clarity. You do not need to leave your home or job. It is not about escaping. It is about turning gently toward what is true in each moment. Even when doing simple things like washing your hands or walking outside, there is a chance to see more clearly. Enlightenment is not a goal far in the future. It is not about becoming someone else. It is about remembering what you already are, before the noise and stress covered it. It is not a religion. It is a way of being awake in the life you already have. Awakening does not always come in big events. Many people expect some powerful experience, a sudden light or voice. But true awakening often comes in very quiet moments. It comes when the mind is calm and we are fully present with what is in front of us. Think of a moment when you truly listen to someone without planning what to say next, or when you watch the rain fall, not thinking about yesterday or tomorrow. In those moments, you are not trying to become anything. You are just there. That is already a form of awakening. It is not about knowing everything. In fact, sometimes it is the opposite. When we awaken, we see how little we really know. We stop pretending to be in control of everything. We begin to accept life as it is, with more honesty. That can feel strange at first, but it brings peace. Ordinary life gives us many small chances to wake up. When we break a habit, or pause before speaking, or notice our surroundings, these are doorways. We often miss them because we are busy or distracted. But the more we notice, the more these moments appear. You do not need special training to begin. Just be curious. Notice the moment when you feel quiet inside. Notice when your heart softens. These small shifts are very important. Over time, they change how you see the world. Awakening is not something we chase. It is something we recognize. Like the sound of a bell in the distance, it calls us back to this moment. And in this moment, we may find something deeper than words. In daily life, we are pulled by many desires. Some are small, like wanting a better meal or a new phone. Others go deeper, like wanting to be admired or to feel important. These desires are not bad. They are part of being human, but they can cover the mind, like dust on a mirror. When we are caught in wanting, we are always reaching. We think, if I get this, then I'll be happy. But the happiness fades quickly, and another desire takes its place. This chasing never really ends. It keeps us busy, but not free. Attachment is the habit of holding on. We hold on to ideas, to people, to who we think we are. We believe, this is mine, or this must not change. But life is always changing. When we try to stop it, we suffer. It's like holding water in our hands. No matter how tight we squeeze, it slips away. Clarity comes when we begin to loosen this grip, not by force, but by gently noticing. We ask, why am I holding this? Or what happens if I let it go for a moment? Sometimes we feel fear or sadness, but behind that there is space. And in that space, we can see more clearly. To live with clarity does not mean to have no desires. It means not being ruled by them. It means being able to choose, instead of being pulled. Even a small step in this direction brings light. Every moment gives us the chance to notice, are we reaching or are we resting? In that noticing, something begins to change. Slowly, we start to see what has always been there. In our world today there is so much noise, not just sounds, but also messages, opinions, and constant activity. We are always doing, always moving. In this kind of life, it becomes hard to notice what is real. The truth gets lost in the noise. Silence is not just the absence of sound. Stillness is not just sitting still. They are both a kind of space. In that space, we can begin to see clearly. Like a pond that becomes calm after the wind stops, our mind can also settle. When it does, what was hidden under the surface starts to appear. In silence, we start to notice things we missed before. A feeling in the chest, a thought that keeps returning, a small insight about how we live. These things do not shout, they whisper, and we can only hear them when we are quiet enough. Stillness does not mean we stop doing everything. It means we bring a quiet quality to our actions. We are not rushing. We are not trying to be somewhere else. Even walking or washing dishes can be done with stillness inside. It is not about the outside, but about how we are inside. Some people think silence is empty or boring. But actually, it is full of life. It gives us a place to return to, a place that is not pushed by the world. In that quiet place, truth has a chance to rise. You do not need a special room or long hours, just a few moments each day to pause. In those moments, you may begin to see more deeply. Sometimes doing less allows more to be revealed. Some people imagine enlightenment as something dramatic, a sudden change, or a life full of deep spiritual power. But often it looks very simple. It is not about doing more. It is about needing less. It is about being truly present in this life, just as it is. Simplicity does not mean having no possessions. It means we are not controlled by them. We know what is enough. We stop chasing what we do not truly need. This creates space in our homes, space in our time, and space in our minds. Presence is the heart of living clearly. It means we are awake to what is here now. When we eat, we taste the food. When we speak, we really listen. We are not lost in what happened yesterday or what might happen tomorrow. We are with life, not outside of it. When we live this way, life becomes lighter. We do not carry so many opinions or judgments. We meet others with more openness. We do not need to prove ourselves. We are simply here, as we are. And that is enough. Many people wait for a perfect moment to feel peaceful. But peace is already possible, right now. When we are present, even small moments feel full. A cup of tea, a kind word, the wind on the face. These are not distractions. They are life itself. Enlightenment is not something we reach at the end. It is something we live, moment by moment. Not by becoming someone new, but by removing what hides who we already are. In simplicity and presence, this truth becomes clear. Not loud, not fast, but steady like a quiet flame. Enlightenment is often described as light. But it is not always a bright light. Sometimes it is a soft glow, like a candle in a quiet room. It does not need to shine for the whole world. It only needs to light your next step. You do not have to be perfect to live with this light. You may still feel sadness or make mistakes. But something inside begins to shift. You respond instead of react. You see beauty where you once saw nothing. You begin to trust the simple truth of each day. Even in moments of difficulty, this light can guide you. It does not erase pain, but it brings a quiet strength, a deep knowing that life is still whole, even when it feels broken. Please know that your interest in these reflections means a great deal. If you have liked this video or left a kind comment, I am sincerely thankful. Your support, through likes, subscribing to the channel, writing your thoughts, sending super thanks, or becoming a member, helps these messages continue to reach those who may need them. It warms my heart to know that, across time and distance, we can share this quiet path together. There is no need to hurry. There is no need to compare. Just take one moment at a time, with care and honesty. May the gentle light of awareness be with you in your everyday life, and may you find peace, not in some far place, but in the life you already live.